Hello everybody, this is GamerBot once again, and it's time for another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 video. Today's video is a requested one by my follower Abdul, and he wanted to see how he can create the flight plan on PS5. So let's do this quickly for you, Abdul. You first select the departure airport. Like for this example, we select Schwechat in Vienna, or next to Vienna actually. You select if you want to start at the runway or at the gate. We select the gate here. You select an arrival. You can also enter like a city name, Budapest, and it will recommend Beregi Airport in Budapest. We select it. It suggests a gate for us. We accept it. And if we then check our EFB, we see that this flight plan has already been entered there. It's a minimal version basically. You can then select or find a route. You get an arrival procedure that you're also free to change. And an approach procedure. If ILS is available and you got ILS, it's most probably going to be selected for you. But again, feel free to change it. You then have the arrival airport, and you can also define an alternate arrival airport just in case the weather is shit or a bomb blew up there or whatsoever happened. So, and finally, when you're satisfied with this flight plan that you've created here, you select send. You send it to ATC and the avionics, so everyone is on the same page. And then basically you can start the flight. Loading times depend on connection quality. Okay, and you are at the gate that you selected. Let's quickly jump in there. We do a quick and dirty start. R1 and down on the D-pad. We hide this here. And regarding flight plan, your next station is over there. This little screen, use a position initialization. Then you click on route, use a flight plan request. It says request sent. We gotta wait a little bit, be patient. Now it says RT1 uplink ready. We say load. And then we activate the flight plan. We go to performance initialization. There you can set the cruise altitude, the cruise wind, temperature, everything that helps the autopilot to do his thing. However, I'm not completely sure how to get, for example, the cruise wind. Let's look at the legs. Here we click at the RTE data and request. And hope we get the winds here, maybe. let's wait. Go back to legs. Hit the execute button. You will spot such rectangles in your flight plan every now and then. These are discontinuities. They happen when the flight plan is a multi-part one where you've got vectors in between to direct you to the next waypoint. You can simply get rid of it by clicking delete and then clicking the button next to the discontinuity. You see it's gone now. Every change we do, we hit exec again to execute. Continue through the flight plan. Looks nice. Yeah, here's the runway. The waypoints after the runway are in case you've got to do a go around for whatever reason. And for the approach at least, it will set altitudes automatically. That should hopefully not get you into collision course with any mountains or buildings. But that's why you as a pilot are still on board, because you've got eyes and you need to check if the autopilot does what he's supposed to do. Okay, can we get winds that way? We hit request, it says send. But honestly, it doesn't seem to do a lot. Maybe there is no wind data available? Honestly, this is something I cannot tell you. I'm not a real-life pilot. I'm a real-life photographer. And my research did not go as far yet. I might do an update to this video later, where I'll also deal with entering winds and stuff. But in order to go from Schwechat to Budapest, you do not really need to enter these. You can follow the waypoints without the wind data just fine. So, finally, autopilot setup. You select an altitude, one that makes sense. When going from Vienna to Budapest, honestly, going to 41,000 feet does not really make a lot of sense. You can ask ChatGPT what would be a good altitude. No, you've got to enter flight level there, of course. I think that 220 actually is much better. When you change something here, you should update your avionics and ATC. And you see that the new cruise altitude is already in our schedule now. It's also worth checking your flight plan if it's easy to follow or really complicated with a lot of ups and downs. Yes, these exist. This one is very straightforward, brings you up to 22,000, keeps you there, and then you are descending gently and peacefully to 4,000 feet where you capture the ILS and you bring her down on runway 31R. In this bird you can do it automatically. If you want to see that, give this video a like. If I get at least 30 likes, I'll do a complete video about the Boeing 737. Okay guys? In the air, or you can already do that on the ground. You want to arm the flight director, do the auto throttle arm as well. You got auto throttle in this plane. It's activated via the N1 button or with the button combination you assign to it. Yes, works. And over here you've got the autopilot engage buttons. Vertical speed, same as any general aviation aircraft. Altitude hold, same as general aviation. For lock, that is for localizer approach like ILS. APP is approach button. LNAV is the counterpart of the nav button in general aviation aircraft. Level change is the FLC, the flight level change. Heading select, pretty self-explanatory. VNAV is, no surprise, VNAV. N1 is the auto throttle. And speed I'm not sure what it does. Something around speed, I suppose. Okay, this is how you do the flight planning. That's what you wanted to know. That's what I delivered. All the other buttons, 30 likes, and I'll explain them to you. It was a pleasure. Short video this time, but I hope it was educational, kind of. It hopefully gave you the basics that you need to do further research and to be successful in your mission with the Boeing 737. Okay, GamerBot over and out. I wish you a good day.